Hello, and welcome to the Smart Injury Doctors Podcast, the injury market's top program for doctors, lawyers, and insurers who want to gain greater insight on how to improve patient recovery results and deliver better services in the U.S. injury market. Please welcome your host, Dr. Jeffrey Allen Kronk.
Hello, doctors, and welcome to today's program. Today, what I want to talk about is using videos in your marketing. You're out there right now and you're trying to build an injury practice, right? So I don't know why any doctor in the country, any chiropractor in the country, any osteopath in the country, any medical doctor, orthopedic doctor in the country would not want to be building their injury practice. Of course, you want to be building your injury practice. Injury practices have to me, the highest amount of purpose. The purpose in an injury practice is amazing because you have to accept the responsibility of risk of the patient. Remember, when patients have spinal injuries, spinal ligament injuries, spinal connective tissue injuries, 50% of them never fully recover, and 30% of those, by research, have a serious problem as a result of their injuries. So there's a lot of risk for the patient. There's a lot of uphill purpose. So if you're a doctor that likes to help people, that likes to take and turn their risk into risk reduction and really get good results, of course you're going to want to be in the injury market. But now once you're in the market, you're going to have to learn to market. You're going to have to learn to market. And marketing is nothing more than actually deciding how you want to be perceived in the market. That's what marketing is, how you're perceived in the market. And how you're perceived will attract some people and it will repel others. So you can start to attract what you want to attract and you can repel what you want to repel. So the best way for me to help you understand that is if I'm a high-end dry cleaner, I'm going to attract a certain clientele. If I am a laundromat, I'm going to attract a different type of clientele. At the laundromat, they won't attract the people that go to the high-end dry cleaner. And the laundromat will never attract the high-end dry cleaner client. So you have to decide what you want to have in your business. And that's marketing. But, doctors, you got to market with video today. Videos create 300% more traffic and they help nurture leads. Your website, if you have a website right now, your website is 53 times more likely to read the front page, to get in the front page of Google if it includes video. The average people spend 2.6 times more time on pages with video than without. And 64% of consumers will make a purchase after watching a branded video on a social platform. Right? This is a no-brainer. Adding video to your emails can increase your click rates by over 300%. So this is an absolute no-brainer. Including a video on one of your landing pages can boost your conversion rate. And what I mean by conversion rate is actually having people take your information and then make an action as a result of it. So that's what you want to have happen, right? Nearly 50% of all internet users right now look for videos related to a product or service before they visit the actual service itself. Right? They're checking you out. Some statistics will say that they're looking for 3 to 5 pieces of information about you or about your service or about your approach or about your philosophy or about your service. What are the benefits of doing business with you? They're looking for that on the internet, and videos is one of the best ways to get it to them. So you definitely want to be using video, and video is very, very easy to use, especially in an injury practice. In the Smart Injury program that I put together, we have a Smart Injury marketing program that goes with it. And in that, we have all kinds of social media pieces, and we have a lot of videos. And these are videos that you can put in your social media channels. They can put on your YouTube channel. You can put, doctors put on their website. They increase their organic search because they simply put it on their website. Now, you can either go out and you can learn how to create your own videos. And you can go what oftentimes is all of us that create videos have to learn in creating videos that there's a very expensive route to creating videos, and you realize you can't create a lot of video content with that very expensive route. So you either have to learn to do it yourself or you have to buy into some sort of a program where it's already produced for you. And that, to me, that's the easiest way to do it. My Smart Injury doctors have oodles of videos in our program so that they can get putting videos out on YouTube right away, putting videos on their website right away. A lot of you think when you're building an injury practice that it's just all out front of you, new. So I have providers that I talk to on the phone, and they have 10,000 patients in their database. Well, you're going to have approximately around 1,100 injury incidents in that database every year. So 6% could be in a work-related incident, and 5% could be in a auto-related incident. Now, that doesn't mean that doesn't include home incidents. That doesn't include public incidents. These are just work and auto, right? So every 7 seconds in America, somebody's injured in an auto accident. Every 7 seconds in America, somebody's injured at work. Every 2 seconds in America, somebody's injured at home, right? So there's a lot of injuries. So if you have 10,000 patients in your database, you have at least 1,100 injury incidents in that database, but you have to have something in your newsletter, something that you're constantly communicating to them, and they get it through video. So it's nice to have video there. There's no way today in private practice and private injury practice that I wouldn't be using to promote my injury practice a lot of videos that repetitively give the same message of how you want to be perceived in the market. You want to be perceived as a top professional. You want to be perceived as somebody who doesn't miss injuries. You want to be perceived as somebody who's really good at getting correction and rehabilitation of the injuries. You want to be good at being perceived as somebody who has simplified the documentation so the patient can get access to any benefits they're entitled to, and anyone that's helping them to figure out what the benefits are, whether it's an insurer or whether it's an attorney, has a lot easier time of it. That's what you want to be producing in the market, and you want to be messaging in the market those things, and that is most easily done with video. So doctors, if you're not using video, you got to start using video. There's nothing better in your marketing than using video. And again, in the Smart Injury Doctors program, we have lots of video for the doctors to use because we know the power of video. So I highly recommend it. Start. If you're going to do it yourself, but don't. You definitely want to be using video. Doctors, each one of these podcasts, I just bring up a point that's short, sweet, and what I'm currently dealing with or what I'm currently thinking about at that time when I'm doing the podcast. Short, sweet, to the point. Put your comments down below. I hope today it helped you to think a little bit. Some of these statistics with video. Definitely be using video. I totally appreciate the fact you may be listening to me right now driving in your car. You may be listening to me while you're working out. You may be listening to me while you're riding a bike. I really appreciate your attention, doctors, and I look forward to having you on the next podcast. Thank you.
You've been listening to the Smart Injury Doctors Podcast, the #1 audio production show for professionals in the U.S. injury market that want to deliver better injury services to the patients, clients, or insureds they serve. If you like what you heard today, please leave us a review and don't forget to join us on our next program.